Spirituality. What is spirituality? We are all one. We are all connected. Did the global pandemic not show us this? It's love is the most important thing. If you can be anything, be kind. That is spirituality. Going into the world. I have a great story on this. So I was teaching a class on spirituality and film and where they intersect. It was like an 8-week course. And because I really think that you can take film and change the world this way. So I was kind of going through all of the spiritual, documentaries, and I landed on my favorite one, which I talk about in my book, actually, which is I Am by Tom Shadyac. And the assignment was to do something for someone else. It's kind of a cliche assignment, admittedly, but you do something for someone else without them knowing, sort of anonymously, paying attention to how that makes you feel. So on the way to class, I'm in the line, in the Starbucks line, right? Get my coffee, right? And I'm like, okay, how do I anonymously buy someone coffee right now? Another cliche move, but and I get up to the front and the one barista is like, you know what? Somebody else bought your coffee. And here's the really weird thing. This has been happening the entire day. Like, I don't know what's going on, but like everybody's buying everybody's coffee. To me, that's spirituality. My kids, my youngest son was a teenager. He was very social. And so a lot of kids were always over at the house. And I noticed this sort of self-deprecating self-hate. So I'm like, how do I get them to love? Like, how do I get them to understand love outside of the romantic model that is the prom, right? How do I get them to love themselves? And so I created this thing called the Love Campaign, and it stood for Let Old Views Evolve. And my son was really into the Lakers at that time. So I got all these bracelets, these purple and yellow bracelets that said love. And the whole idea was I got like 500 of these bracelets. They showed up and they put the bracelet on and faced the love towards them. And the idea was for 30 days, try and love yourself. Only send yourself positive messages. And then the next 30 days, we're going to switch the bracelet to the other hand and put it outward and do the same towards other people. So the first 30 days, they could not get past the first day. And I was like, oh my gosh, this thing we call love that we throw around, this is like, we've got to start early. Love is the most important thing. That's what I go through life thinking. Love for ourselves and love for others. That's the most important thing. And that we are all one and all connected. We talk about this, we say the words, but do we really understand? COVID comes in and says, yeah, look, see, look. And do we understand yet? I don't know. It's still in the field that maybe we don't understand. And then the next thing is that we are all at different stages of evolution, and compassion for that understanding is key. So, it's really easy to get mad at people and so polarized in the West right now. It takes all kinds for both self and others. It takes all kinds, and everybody is at a different stage, and we come at a different stage, and other people's differences than yours, that's beautiful to me. So that sort of understanding that we're just at different stages, sometimes people are never going to see it, and have compassion for that. I'm a light worker for transitional youth, which are really 18 to 28, these youth that come out into the world. All I want is for them to thrive. But what I see, and their unique thing, whatever their unique thing is, to thrive in that area. What I see happen is because they have not been educated on stress, on managing stress, they have these little ridiculous courses and schools and things that just don't address this. They don't teach them about mental illness. And let's call it depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, anxiety, eating disorders. That's what I'm defining as my station as the United States of America, and that's what we call mental illness here. If I was in a rainforest, for example, with the shaman, and the shaman has psychotic symptoms, which we call psychotic symptoms, that is the next leader of the tribe. So it is definitely a cultural definition. With this book, it starts out dealing with the topic of suicide, which nobody wants to talk about. I think it's really important to get it out in the open. I also think we need to be teaching it in the schools.